Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this reading, we're taking a look at who is thinking of you. So if you're a regular to my channel, you already know the drill. But if you're brand new to my channel, I start off with letters. We'll take a look at the zodiac signs as well as physical features to give you an indication of who is thinking of you. So I've combined a couple of decks for each category with the exception of the physical features part, and then we'll get into the actual messages that needs to come through and what you need to know at this time when it comes to your connection. Typically, I do focus on those who are in separation or you're going through some challenging things at the moment when it comes to your relationship. So only take the parts of it that resonate, since this is a general reading, and release the rest. You know, you don't have to try to make it fit. If it just doesn't fit, maybe this time it's not your reading. All right, guys. So I've already pre-shuffled and selected for each zodiac sign because that portion of the reading takes time. So as you'll see when you watch your reading, we'll just get right into it and then get into the messages. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's find out what you need to know. All right, Pisces, you are another sign where I pulled the letters, the zodiac signs, and the physical features, and there's really something that stands out about it. So maybe it stands out for you as well. So let's start with the letters here, guys, and see what it is that you would benefit from knowing. I apologize for the background noise. It is trash day here in our neighborhood, and there's just so much noise. So here are the letters, guys. You guys ended up getting a lot of doubles. So double N came through, double G, double I, then you guys ended up getting E, T, let me set these guys aside so I have a little bit more room, E, T, D, H also came through twice. So all of the doubles, guys, it could represent someone's initials. It could represent that you and your person share the first letter for your first names or the last, you know, so any combination of these double ones that came through. C, B, F, L also came through twice, and J. All right, so feel free to go ahead and pause this, take a look at the letters, see how it's resonating for you. All right, if you happen to be single and none of this makes sense, but the actual messages do make sense, you can always go back at a later time, especially if you meet somebody and these letters are resonating. All right, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the zodiac signs. So for the signs, it is sun, moon, rising, or Venus. It doesn't just have to be their sun sign, okay? So this is what came through. So Pisces, you could be connecting with another Pisces. Could be anywhere in their chart. That came through twice. Sagittarius as well came through twice. So maybe you and your person, you know, have a lot of Pisces or even Sagittarius in your chart. Gemini came forward, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo. All right, so those are the signs that presented itself here this time. So again, hopefully that's making sense for you already. Let's take a look at the physical descriptions, the physical features for the person that's thinking of you. You could also bring up descriptions of what you look like, your qualities. So we do have the masculine. This could be representing the divine masculine, of course. You know, they could have a six-pack. Maybe they love to work out. They're in shape. Somebody has black hair. Could have curly hair. Somebody who could have dreads, tattoos. We have average and small ears coming through. Somebody could have a dark skin tone that's presenting itself here. Big eyes. Somebody could have a long chin. They could be Hispanic. They could also love to dress in this grunge style or preppy. We have vintage coming through as well. Somebody could be from the islands. It does say race islander. And then somebody could also be a trendy dresser. So if any of those descriptions make sense for you and your person, that is what's coming through this time, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and see what else you need to know. Let's get into the actual reading itself. All right, so here we go. All right, so if you're new to my channel, this is probably the first time you're watching me use my scenarios deck, and it's got upright and reversed interpretations just like a tarot deck. So there's many ways that this could come through for the collective. So let's go ahead and see what needs to present itself here. All right, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Whoops, this one literally came towards me and it's in the reverse. So it is the bombshell card, but it's in the reverse, guys. All right, so mistress, a she-wolf, the other woman. It's too soon to call it. I have to see what the surrounding cards are. Some of you might have had a mistress, if that makes sense. Or it could even be a feminine that you know who is like a she-wolf type personality. Let's see. Let me see. There could have been infidelity for some of you. Just friends, fun times, mutual respect, great conversations, long history of friendship. So you guys might have known each other for a very long time. But if it's coming through in this way, maybe friendship turned into love. All right, let's see what else. What else for Pisces? Quiet. Okay, interesting. Secrets and lies, hidden messages, extramarital affair. So obviously take that if it makes sense. Either you are married and had an affair, or it could have been the other person. Take that if it makes sense. Okay, let's see what else. What else for Pisces? Look at this, guys, the way it's presenting itself here. We have the gigolo, a player, uncommitted, multiple partners. So it might have been a masculine that maybe cheated on the feminine, had a mistress. All right, let's see what else. Wanted to keep it on the down low. I'm also getting that there could have been an affair here, and when it ultimately did not work out, especially however way it involved you, Pisces, you guys might have just maybe decided, let's just be friends. It could be something like that. But there's just too much that happened here for you guys to just remain friends, I feel. And then we have the expert, know-it-all, often interrupts, makes people feel inferior. That could have been how this person treated you. If you relate to that, it could have been a masculine coming through as the gigolo here. And bottom of the deck, we have the text. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me. I want to try again. Let's not give up on us. So I can't help but feel that maybe divine feminine, you had a masculine who cheated on you. They could have had an affair, and that could have resulted in the separation, but they're wanting to communicate to tell you that you're still in their heart. They love you. They're thinking about you. They're sorry for what they've done and really wanting to try again. So let's grab some verbiage here from the Soul Lovers and Separation deck. This one's by Angelic Revelation 144. I'm guided to pull 3 from here, Pisces. Let's see. Let's see. You can't imagine how much I love you. You are the woman or man that every man or woman desires. I know that I can count on you, and I will show you that you can count on me too. I feel that was challenged, that maybe at one point in time, you know, you didn't ever think that they would hurt you in that way. They dropped the ball here somehow. And they know this, which is probably why they're wanting to reach out and apologize. Every night, I just want to be home. Home is in your arms. You might have kicked this person out of the apartment or house that you guys share, honestly. So you guys are in separation more than likely, if this is the case. I'm getting, for some of you, if I hadn't said it already, I've done so many readings today, could have been a friendship that there were lines that were crossed. So either one of you Pisces were, you could have been married, or in an existing partnership, or the other person. Could have been somewhere along the line, things happened, and that's where an affair might have happened as well. So that could have been why you guys wanted to keep it quiet, if that was your situation. But the way it's presenting itself here, it was discovered anyway. That secret came out. Let's grab one more from here. Loving you is knowing what true love is. There is no logical explanation for my feelings. My heart only responds to yours. You are my endless love. I gather from this that they discovered this. It really amplified these words for them, their emotions, their feelings, after you either broke things off with them or you guys parted ways because of infidelity, cheating, trying to keep it quiet, but it came out anyway. All right, so very specific storyline. It may not resonate for everybody, but that is what's coming through this time. All right, Pisces, what else? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. Oh, Divine Feminine. Yeah, you are not playing. If this is what happened to you, you cut your masculine out, no question. Maybe you even know who this other woman was. Maybe you know who this person is. And you're not playing. And your masculine knows this. You see, it's coming up as the Emperor. But they weren't acting from an Emperor standpoint before. But they are really wanting to come towards you in this way. You know, you've got that sword ready to cut them out if they show up in any other way other than this Emperor. The Sun, followed by the Judgment card. Could have been a masculine that has gone through their awakening and these realizations that they want to fix things here because you are a person of quality and integrity and they didn't act in that way. They want you back. They're really hoping that this can all work itself out and fall into place, but it's not going to be easy. Yeah, they really do want a fresh start. Whether or not that can happen, that's a whole different story. You know, desiring and wanting and having it come to fruition. I feel, Divine Feminine, it's up to you whether or not this can move forward. The World, followed by the Moon. What once was in the dark came to the light. All right. So what once was in the dark came to the light, and whatever these secrets were, it was discovered, it was illuminated, and it became very clear, perhaps to you, Divine Feminine, that you had a partner that was cheating on you. That's just the way it's coming through here. So that cycle, it's on its way out, or it has phased out, and this is the universe's way of offering you a new beginning. It is up to you how you choose to be able to experience that new beginning. It could be with your masculine if you are open to that. But I do feel for some of my feminines, you're not open to it. You'd rather just go your separate ways and start over. And so you can take advantage of this Fool's energy in however way you need to. Maybe right now you really just do want to be that free spirit to explore where life can take you. But I do feel for some of you, you would be open to a new beginning because you still have love in your heart for this person. So the Two of Cups can provide a positive outcome for some of you to work it out, come back together, overcome the difficulties of an affair. But I do feel for some of you, you're not interested in that and you're just really looking for happiness elsewhere. And you might have a partner here who has major regrets over the fact that they treated you the way that they did. This could be where they're at. The Five of Cups. You know, the Lover's card can sometimes be indicative of wrong choices that they made, and they regret that, and now they're lonely, they're pissed, they're alone, they're single, you name it. They're not in a good space. They're not in a good place in their life. But, you know, that could be their comeuppance, honestly. They had it all, but they blew it. In certain scenarios, though, I feel this is a person who has grown. They have realized the error of their ways, and they're really wanting to fix things here, which is why we have a masculine who will be coming forward as this emperor in that emperor style. You know, they know what they want. They're going to convey that. They are very clear in what they want to manifest with you, Divine Feminine. And if you are in agreement, then you guys can have this Two of Cups, where you can have that happy, positive outcome to this love story. All right, guys, so that is what I have. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as all of the decks featured here will be listed down below. Thank you so very much, guys. I hope that this helped you out in however way it needed to, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.